Hi and welcome along to AFTV Transfer Daily, the show that keeps you up to date with players that have been linked with a summer transfer move to Arsenal. I said yesterday, I'm going to try and be positive now. You know, we've done our load of negativity because of the result last week. We couldn't help it. It was that bad. But we're trying to be positive going into that Chelsea game this weekend. And we need some positive news. First bit of positive news is that Arsenal addressing their issues in the scouting department here. They did let go a couple of their big international scouts over the pandemic. They've now appointed a new guy to that position. His name's called Tony Lima. He was previously at Alaves. He's left Alaves. Really specializes a lot in bringing in signings, especially from South America. He spotted Philippe Coutinho. He spotted Neymar. So go out there and spot us a new Neymar. That's what he needs to do. But he's coming into the scouting setup, and that is a welcome addition to that. And also, the other bit of positive news is all about Martin Ødegaard. Now, Ødegaard, as we know, was at Arsenal on loan from Real Madrid in the January transfer window, and I felt did very, very well. I was very impressed with him. Very good player, technically really good, works really hard, and is creative, a creative player, something that we really lacked. And I liked the fact that he worked in tandem with Smith Rowe as well. And, you know, I just really liked him when he was at the club. He ended up, of course, going back to Real Madrid. It was said that he was going to be permanent at Real Madrid. He even said his goodbyes when he left and said that, you know, now he was concentrating on Madrid and making his name there. But he hasn't gone for him there. They brought in Carlo Ancelotti. He didn't feature in their first game. And Arsenal have now made their move. And it looks like he will be signing for Arsenal in a permanent deal, that's good news as well, because we were being told it might be another loan, but a permanent deal worth £30 million, right? So £30 million, which I think offers very good value for a player of his talent and his skill. And remember, at one time, when he was first brought in, said to be one of the best young players in world football. And he is a very talented footballer, I think we're getting. You know, as I said, you've seen what he can do. I think the good thing about bringing in Martin Ødegaard is that he's not going to have to take ages to hit the ground running. He's been here already. He knows the players. He knows the manager. He knows the surroundings. And with fans back in the ground, he'll probably even do better. So I think it's a no-brainer. It's an intelligent, smart signing. I wish we would have done it a couple of weeks ago and got him in time, you know, for the first game. But I guess, listen, we don't know what's going on behind the scenes. Of course, we know that Real Madrid were talking about over £50 million to start off with. So that was probably what made Arsenal think, I don't know. And also, they were chasing James Maddison. James Maddison seemed to be the number one target for Arsenal. That deal's looking like it's dead now. A very, very difficult deal to get done, very expensive. They've been talking to his representatives. They knew that Maddison wanted to come, but to get the deal done at a sensible price looked like that was going to be really, really complicated. And it looks like now they've just said, right, Ødegaard's available. Perfect. We know Arteta absolutely loves him. I've done shows over on the Don Robbie channel right throughout the summer, every week with Fabrizio Romano, and he's always saying, listen, Arteta loves Ødegaard. That's his player. That's the guy that he'd like to bring in. So it looks like Arsenal have got their man, and he could be signed in time to play in the game against Chelsea. I'm not sure about the quarantine rules, because I was saying yesterday, with quarantine rules, would he be able to play? But the reports are that if, you know, they get the deal done quick enough, he will be signed in time for that Chelsea game. And for me, that is a positive. I know the only thing about a signing an Ødegaard is just like, it's not a brand new, shiny signing in that you think, oh, you know, I'm excited to see him play, because we've seen him play already. But for me, it's not about that. It's about getting the right players in. And I look at this guy and he fits the profile. He's still very young, remember. Was it 22? He's the captain of Norway. maybe you can persuade Haaland to come and join him, right? But he's an outstanding player, and I think for £30 million, listen, you can't argue with that price. I feel that is a very, very good signing. So that's a real positive for me. That deal is getting done. We're also still being linked with Houssem Aouar. There's a lot of reports that we might go and try and get him as well. I'm not too sure about that, but the Daily Mail today, they're saying that Arsenal interested in signing him as well. I mean, if you think about it, Maddison would be 60-70 million pounds. You could get Ødegaard and Aouar for under that, and probably work up to about 55. So, and you're getting two absolute quality players. I'm not too sure if Arsenal will get Aouar as well. I mean, it'd be really exciting if they ended up getting both. But I'm not too sure if they will also get Houssem Aouar. I get the feeling that Ødegaard's going to be that guy who's going to go in that position, in that sort of creative midfielder, attacking midfielder position, and it would be sort of him, Smith Rowe, those guys vying for that position. And remember, the squad can't be too over bloated now. Number one, there's still a lot of players to get rid of, and number two, we're not in Europe. So, I know injuries happen, and we've seen that already at the start of this season, how many players we've had out. But, I don't think we want to overdo the squad. So I'm not sure about Aouar. Listen, I want to be against that. That'd be great to see them both come in. The other player that Arsenal look like they're really got a big chance of signing is Aaron Ramsdale. I've got over my Aaron Ramsdale, no, not to Arsenal. Now that I'm hearing that the price could be coming down as well, it's starting to make a bit more sense. When I was hearing these things about 35 million and stuff like that, I'm like, are we crazy? Now, Arsenal, of course, walked away from the deal, said that it was ridiculous, the amount of money that Sheffield United are asking. Sheffield United, remember, paid over £18 million for Aaron Ramsdale. I know there's a lot of people who are against this signing. He's been in two teams that have been relegated. It doesn't bode well. But it looks like this deal could happen. Sheffield United now lowering their price, getting more reasonable. It looks like it's going to be around about the £24 million mark. His manager, even yesterday, admitting that, he's trying his best to keep him, but Aaron Ramsdale wants to move. He doesn't want to stay. He wants to move to Arsenal, and, he's finding it difficult in trying to persuade him to stay. We need a goalkeeper. We need a backup goalkeeper. He's English. As I said before, when I saw the price for him, I'm like, no chance. But we can clearly see, even in that first game with Leno, I thought at fault, possibly. Am I being a bit harsh for that first goal? But he needs competition. He needs some serious competition out there. And if you've got two, Aaron Ramsdale and him battling it out, that seems to make. Listen, we need a goalkeeper, and if we can get Ramsdale done, it'd be good. And I think, in my opinion, it looks to me like we will get this deal done. So that'll be another one. And you start to look at it, and Arsenal, spending a lot of money, that would take the spending to probably about nearly 125-30 million pounds for the summer. We've only had 25 million pound back, really, in the sale of Joe Willock. So the outlay, the money's been put out there. The money's been put out. All right, it's not the amount of money Chelsea and all these teams are spending, but see, the problem is we don't have a lot to sell out in return. And, this is where you need the owner to put his hand in his pocket. But is he? Maybe he is putting his hand in his pocket, or are they going to try and get back some of it in sales? We need a right back, though. We still got that problem with right back. We know that Hector Bellerin wants to leave. We've been in for Kieran Trippier, but that one's starting to look very unlikely now. It's looking like Atletico Madrid definitely want to hold on to him. I mean, they're coming out now and saying that they're not going to sell him unless a team meets his release clause, which is £51 million. And for someone of 30 years age, 30-year-old right back, sorry, no chance of Arsenal doing that. 51 million, it wouldn't be worth it anyway. So the Kieran Trippier one is looking like it's dead in the water. The other one that's looking like it's dead in the water is, well, it's dead in the water, and that's Locatelli at the start of the window, more or less one of the #1 targets for Arsenal. They were said to have put a bid in for around about £35 million. But Locatelli wanted to go to Juventus, and he's going to Juventus. He's joining Juventus for a fee of around about £26 million, which is a lot less. But as I say a lot of times with these deals, it's not just up to the club where they want to sell the player. It's up to the player, especially he's got years on his deal, where he wants to go. And Locatelli wanted to stay in Italy. Locatelli's a Juventus fan, wanted to play for Juventus, and he's got his wish, and he's joining Juventus. And of course, we've stuck with Granit Xhaka, who plays in the same position. So again, that's a gamble. I said yesterday, that's a gamble by the manager in keeping Granit Xhaka. If we can see the performances that he put in during the Euros, maybe he may change our minds. But I still think, you know, not even a Locatelli. I would have went for a Basuma. I mean, what else do we need now? This is what I want to ask you guys out there. And I want you guys to let me know in the comments. Of course, looks like we're getting that creative player in now with Ødegaard. That should be done imminently, next couple of days, hopefully. So Ødegaard's going to be coming in. We're going to get a goalkeeper by the looks of it, in Aaron Ramsdale. What else do Arsenal need before that transfer window closes on the 31st of August? Would love to hear from you guys. Please let me know in the comments. What else do we need, and who? Suggest some players as well. Would love to hear from you guys. Thanks for watching the show today. Thanks to everybody who's been watching Transfer Daily right throughout the summer. It's been great. I've been loving doing it, even though I never get those, every morning I just automatically wake up about 5:30. And it's just crazy. I don't know how I'm going to be able to break that sleep pattern, or maybe I'll just stick to it, right, when it's all over. But been really enjoying it. Don't forget to check out News Daily tonight. Should be a great show, and I will see you all tomorrow.